Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Today I'm taking a look at the LA Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. Got to be a top 3, top 5, maybe top 1 game of the week for me. I haven't sat down and ranked them, but this is definitely one of the premier games for me. Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, two guys. MVP case a little early. MVP conversation, it's a little early to have right now, but if you were to start building a resume, these two guys are building good ones. I'm going to get into the matchup, the breakdown, projections, predictions, everything you want and need to know about this game. But before I give my take, what's your guys' take? Who wins this football game and what is the score? Shootout, blowout, one-score game? Comment down below. Getting straight into it. Going down the entire list. Quarterback matchup. Who am I taking? Who do I think is the better QB today? This is a tough one. Kyler is playing as the absolute best, but sometimes he just makes some dumb decisions. Not to say he doesn't make up for it. Not to say the Cardinals aren't winning from it. Not to say he's not a franchise guy. But those small errors is what's going to make me pick Matthew Stafford when a quarterback competition is this close. Now, if I was starting a franchise today, I would take Kyler. He's much younger. He could probably get me further with a garbage team than Stafford could with a garbage team. But if the playing field was level, I'd probably say Stafford would edge him out. But either way, I'm getting to fairyland too much. For this game, I would take Matthew Stafford and the Rams. They're the best team right now in the NFL, but division rival, we'll see if Kyler could catch up to him. Backfield, neither are great in my opinion. Overall run game, this would obviously favor the Cardinals, but pure running back, Chase Edmonds, James Conner versus Darrell Henderson, Sony Michel. Are we really going to argue as if one is so dominant over the other? If Darrell Henderson's out, I'd probably give the edge to the Cardinals. If he's in, I still don't really care. I just don't think it's that big. This is not going to be a running put the ball on the type of game. But overall run game, I'll give it to the Cardinals just because you got Kyler in there as well. Receiving room, this is a tough one. D-Hop's been quiet in some instances. Cooper Kupp's been balling out in all instances. But after that, it's a little iffy. Who's going to show up more? Rondell Moore, Christian Kirk, and A.J. Green, or Robert Woods, Van Jefferson, Deshaun Jackson, Tyler Higbee? Kind of a toss-up in my opinion. If you're a Rams fan, you think you'll have the better receiving room. With a Cardinals fan, you'll think you have the better receiving room. To me, if D-Hop is D-Hop, as in he's the best receiver in the league, and Cooper Kupp just doesn't have a day where he has 150-plus yards, I'd give the edge to the Cardinals. But if D-Hop has a quiet day and Cooper Kupp has another 150-plus yards, then the Rams are going to be having a better receiving room. Obviously, that's not the exact breakdown, but you guys know what I mean. It's just kind of a who wants it more type of thing between these receiving rooms. They're both pretty deep. Offensive line, I'd give to the Rams. Looking at the defense, though, that's where things get pretty interesting. I think the Rams are the better team, top to bottom, head to toe. Chandler Jones is a freak, but I think we've yet to see him get a sack since week 1. Doesn't mean he's not getting to the quarterback, not getting pressure, but Chandler Jones, Zavon Collins, Isaiah Simmons, J.J. Watt, I'm liking the making of that front seven, and then you got Byron Murphy and Budda Baker holding it down in the back. I still think they could use another corner, but they're getting the job done as of right now. But on the other side of the football, you have the best player in the league in Aaron Donald and the best corner in the league, Jalen Ramsey. Then you got Jordan Fuller, Darius Williams, Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator, lead them all. Leonard Floyd to help out Aaron Donald. Rams are stout. Rams are strong. I like what the Cardinals' defense is. It's better than I thought by far. No doubt it is 10 times better than I thought it would be. But that doesn't mean they're the best defense in the league like the Rams are. I'm not saying the Rams are the best. I think it's up for debate. They're top 1, top 3, top 5. They're somewhere in there. But we'll just have to see in this matchup. And then coaching staff, head coach, Sean McVay. Come on. I like Cliff Kingsbury. He's coaching his ass off as if his job's on the line, because we all know, in a way, it is. If the Cardinals fall apart and finish right around 500 like they did last year, even after having a great start, Cliff could lose his job. But still, even if he's balling out, Sean McVay, he's one of the best coaches in the league. So the Rams are kind of favored in this one. They are at home. You can see the odds right there, 60.8% compared to 38.8%, and then a 0.3% chance of tying. That's kind of the odds I see of this one. I would say 60-40 split. I'd actually say that's pretty accurate. That's probably the odds I would go with. Rams are favored in some aspects, but when you got this guy right here, willing to match any quarterback, willing to match any drive, willing to match any score on any type of game, any type of play, you're always going to be in contention. You're always going to have a shot. Just because I think Matthew Stafford is slightly better than Kyler Murray as of this moment, Doesn't mean I don't think Kyler Murray in any single game can't play up to or above Matthew Stafford. Looking at the spread, Rams minus 4.5. That sounds about right. Money lines minus 230, plus 190. Over, under 55. I'm not really a betting man on those scores, so if you ask me, my 2 cents would probably be over, but don't take that as advice, I'm telling you right now. I think injuries will play a factor. How's Leonard Floyd? How's Tutu Atwell? How's Darrell Henderson? How's D-Hop? Not necessarily will these guys play. I think most of them will, but are they 110% like they should be? If D-Hop is even 80% of D-Hop, that is a big step down and a big advantage for the Rams. But I truly believe no matter the injuries on both sides, Kyler Murray is going to keep this game in contention. Matthew Stafford, him and Sean McVay are looking like one of the best head coach and quarterback duos in the league. They're looking just as good as Andy Reid and Mahomes, Matt LaFleur and Rodgers, whoever you want. They are looking baller. But overall, I just do think the Rams are the better team. They just beat the Tampa Bay Bucks. I think a lot of people agreed they were the hottest team or the second hottest team behind the Rams. And the Rams beat them by 10-plus points, and a couple of those points were just made up in garbage time. It was really over 10 points, in my opinion. I just think this Rams team is looking solid now. Are the Rams unbeatable? No. In this division, they're going to lose football games. I would be surprised if they went. I just think everyone in this division has a decent shot of just falling 3-3. I think they're just all going to beat the crap out of each other. But this one just being at home is the biggest swinger for me for the Rams. I think the Cardinals have a great chance of beating them when they're at home in Arizona. But being LA, being this hype after beating the Bucks, and Sean McVay, if he just has a lead at half, that cat is 40-0 when he is leading at halftime. I don't know if Kyler Murray is going to break that stance. Does he have a chance? Do the Cardinals have a chance? Of course. I don't think anyone thought they'd beat the Titans. I don't think anyone thought they'd beat the Vikings. I don't think anyone thought, I think everyone thought they'd beat the Jaguars, but I don't think many people, including myself, not acting like I called it by any means, thought they'd be this far. So who's to say they don't keep it going and pull off another upset? We'll see how it goes. I don't really have a dog in the fight as a team I'm rooting for. I like Matthew Stafford a lot. I like Kyler a lot, so it'd be weird to root for one over the other. I just think they're both pretty good, and I want to see them both do well and both shine in possible MVP cases. But this win is a landmark win for both, and this is where we can start talking about MVP. 4 weeks into football, this is where it's going to start ramping up. If Kyler Murray goes in and beats Matthew Stafford and the Rams, he is going to probably be the MVP frontrunner unless we see some crazy move from another player from next week. And then vice versa. If Matthew Stafford continues to keep this team 4-0, continues to throw over 300 yards, 3+ touchdowns, and beats the hot Cardinals and hot Kyler Murray, he's going to start leading the MVP frontrunner if they aren't already. I know it's a little early, but after week 4, I think we'll start talking about it a little more. But I got the Rams in this one. Close game, good game. Game of the week for me, probably one of the best ones. Bucks-Patriots are going to be some tension there, but as far as shot for shot, I think this is one of the better games that will go back and forth and be a possible shootout. Like I said, I got the Rams. I'm going to say in a big scoring game, I have the LA Rams 34 to 26. 34-26, LA Rams over the Arizona Cardinals. Let me know what you guys think. As always, and of course, guys, I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. 2 in the morning.